A very warm welcome to everybody. I am Vishal and I welcome you all to this video presentation for the ATL Marathon 2023-24. We are AAPDA, Assam Alliance for Preparedness and Disaster Avoidance, a team from Delhi Public School Numaligarh presenting our idea for the marathon. Firstly, I would like Saksham and Astha to introduce themselves.
Hi, I am Saksham. As a part of this team, I mainly concentrate on geographic issues and research using satellite and drone systems. As you all know, that our team is regarding flood management, prediction, and rescue operations. So we need to gather a lot of satellite data for it, and I do my part on there. I gather the data and help to them to integrate with machine learning with our drone system and our application system so that the citizens can be warned previously. Now, Asta, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, Saksham. Good evening, everyone. I'm Astha, as the design and idea leader of this theme, and basically, I look upon the project's design phase. So I just hope you guys like this idea of ours.
Thank you, Saksham and Asta. And I am Vishal. I am the behind the code. Just like Asta is the brains behind the design and Saksham is brains behind the machines. I do the coding part. I look for the deep learning algorithms that can be used to make our accuracy better and help the team to manage each other and come up with the best output for our product or the prototype we are designing. So further, let's just dive right into the problem, like how we came to this problem and how we are trying to solve it. Saksham, would you like to continue the presentation? Let's move to the next slide. So the problem that we are facing is not something like we did not take a problem that is somewhere far around the world, somewhere very too general. For example, many people they focus on global warming, but they don't take specific problems. We here at AAPDA took the very local problem of our Kaziranga National Park, which is just a few hundred kilometers, not even 100 kilometers from where we live, and we came up an idea. We at Assam, we face recurring flood every year, and yet every year there is loss of lives and loss of wildlife. So we thought that why cannot we do something in this area and help the management, help the NDRF team to achieve something better. That's how we landed upon this idea. And once we started into the designing phase of our solution, we thought that not only Kaziranga but all the national parks in our country can be benefited. And again, not all the national parks in our country, but all over the world. Flood is a problem in many corners of the world, and there is no digitalized system that is based on the newly artificial intelligence systems that are into use, and we saw a market opportunity there that we can help people and bring a change in the society. So the first problem was related to wildlife. So what happens is, for example, many of you have noticed that during floods, the animals they come up on the roads. There is loss of lives, there is loss of property and everything. So what we thought was the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to use data science, data analytics, and machine learning to monitor and make a prediction system based on what are the areas that floods can come into. For example, there is a prediction system actually in place from before, like the weather forecast, but how can we integrate more and more matrices of parameters? For example, we can use so many parameters that is only possible through the new deep learning algorithms. The existing ones are basically based on less than 5 parameters. So that was our first idea, that we take the existing data, we use the satellites, we gather the data, and we make a prediction system that is so accurate that there is minimum loss of property and lives. That was our first idea. Saksham, would you like to take this forward into the second idea?
Yes, Vishal. So we also face the problem of response time delays. As victims as well as the personals helping them, they can also endanger their lives trying to rescue the people. We can see various cases where either the personals get the military personals or the NDRF, military people, they themselves get injured or die due to the extensive floods, and the victims also don't get help in time. So we decided that we can develop a drone system that can use deep learning algorithm to face the fog, water, etc., and use that to find victims trapped in flood very easily, so that they can reduce the panic and caused by the flood, and they help the evacuation as soon as possible. We can see now that a lack of advanced flood monitoring systems can cause to a not only 1 2 hour, it's not just 1 2 hour, sometimes, as I can see in my local areas, 1 or 2 days, even small children keep remain under the flood. So it's a very high time that we develop something for this. Now, Astha, would you like to introduce us with the next problem?
Yeah, sure, Saksham. There is another problem which we often face during the floods. This is related to the traditional rescue operations, which overlook the remote and densely vegetated areas, leaving behind communities isolated and which are like which do not need any necessary resources. So this issue is can be stated as during rescue operations, the rescue teams they often delay or they often forget to access people which are isolated, and this delays to the uh, access to critical supplies or medical assistance during this disasters.
Exactly, Asta and Saksham. So it's we are using the new technology of AI, and we are, you know, using it for evacuation. And now coming to the solution part, we'll emphasize so much on each technology that we are going to use, that you're going to understand that how diverse we have thought on this exact problem, and we have gotten into so many solutions with so many different technologies, and that is why it is such a good idea that we integrate everything into a AI system. you know there is no doubt that we are moving forward with time, but if we don't use this developments in fields like this, then there is no you know uh, greater good that will happen to humanity. People say that AI is dangerous, but today through this idea only we can prove that AI is one of the most, it's like, I won't say it's like God, but it's something near to that. It can help in saving lives. So now let's just focus on the technologies that we are going to use to solve the problems of people being left out, delays in response time, animals coming to roads, and not a proper coordination system, help for NDRF. We are going to solve all these problems using technology today. So the first thing that we are using is computer vision and machine learning. So as Asta told, or Saksham told, that we are going to use drones. Now these drones are being used today also, but the key factor that differentiates our drones are that they will be unmanned. No person is going to control that drone. That drone will be based on deep learning, and more specifically computer vision algorithms, that is going to identify where people are. People have to be rescued. When helicopters are going around, most of the time some people some areas are left over, and their supplies are not given, and those people, they face so much problem. But these drones, they will be so accurate because they will be used based on machine learning and computer vision models, not on people. People can make mistakes, but in accuracy the machines are always better. So the first idea is using of computer vision and machine learning in drones. The second use is we are going to integrate both of them, that is drone technology. The second use of machine learning is a prediction system. That was our first problem, that we cannot predict where the floods will be maximum, where it is minimum. The prediction system is very inefficient, so machine learning is going to help there, where we can make a prediction system. And as you will see in the next slides, that we are also working on an SMS and a chatbot system. So these systems, all of them will be interconnected. So for the next part, I would like Saksham to introduce you to the next technologies.
Absolutely, Vishal. So the third technology that we are going to use is that satellite connected boats and rescue rafts. Let me give an example. Two teams of NDRF are going for a rescue. First team is installed with our technology. Second is going through the traditional way. Second team goes from here to there, finding people trapped in the flood, and as they cause a risk to their lives as well, like I told previously. And there is a very low chance they may find anyone trapped. But the first team, which is using our technology, satellite, which is connected through satellite, it can track the phone of people affected, because we will already have our application installed on victims mobile phones, so they can easily go to them and easily they can rescue them. And this satellite will be real time data, so we can do it very, it will cause a very minimal amount of time compared to the traditional ways of doing that. And the next following that, the next system is the SMS and GPS alert system. So yes, there exists already exists many various SMS alerts and radio alerts in flood prone areas, but it turns out that many a time they are much inaccurate. We are not saying that we will be 100% accurate, but we can ensure that we can be highly accurate as possible in alerting the people, so that they do not cause any life harm of their lives, and they can go to safe places within the time the flood hits their place. So we can ensure half, at least half of what is happening now. We can ensure more safety, at least half of what is happening now. Now, Astha, would you like to introduce us to our next technologies?
Yes, Saksham. I would like to introduce you to the additional feasible and impactful chatbot features. So, this includes the interactive information hub, as the chatbot serves it serves as an interactive hub for disseminating information on safety measures, or let's say preparedness. And the chatbot can be accessed in multiple regional languages, which prevents the barriers from becoming a cause of people's lives. And there's another factor, the resource coordination feature. Sorry, there's another feature for chatbots is the resource coordination. So users can request and coordinate resources such as medical assistance or food through the chatbot. And yeah, through the chatbot streamlining community. And the third feature of a chatbot is that the post disaster support. Um, Providing post disaster support through the chatbot, offering information on recovery processes, government assistance, and community rebuilding efforts. This is one of the main features of the chatbot.
Thank you, Astha and Saksham. So as you have seen, inefficient prediction system, we have a solution. Inefficient NDRF rescue operation, we have a solution. Barrier of language, we have a solution. And we connect all this solution into one platform, then it forms AAPDA. And here we are with our presentation on the same topic. Now, further, I would like to continue the presentation. Saksham, can you please move to the next slide? Now, our APDA, we are using technology like computer vision, SMS alert systems, and deep learning. And at the same time, we are also hosting ourselves on the web servers at the URL apta.versal.app. You can check out this URL or the further updates that come through our organization that we are going to do. And if you want to contribute or you want to contact us, you can always check out this website which we have made for your purpose, and we are also going to upload all our whatever we do in the future and everything, and this is going to be one of our main features. And in a subsidiary of this website, if we ever go from an application source model to a website source model, we are going to use it under the same domain name. So here is the domain name. You can booklist it, or you can save this name for your future. Furthermore, we have also started on the prototyping of the project. We have already started with the modeling, and here is the GitHub link. I'm really sorry, but now it's private for now. It's on my ID. You can follow me on GitHub or LinkedIn. I'll be updating you about it. And one of the major benefit of using GitHub is that we will get tons of benefits from the open source community. So now, how are we going to use our resources? How are we going to get the funds, or what is our procedure? Let Astha and Saksham explain that through the resource mobilization plan.
Uh, we request the funding sources through government grants and the NGO collaborations. We also expect the funding sources through corporate partnerships, including the international aid from organizations like the UN.
And for the technology support, as you know that we are just class 11 students, we don't have so much knowledge of deep learning, machine learning, and all that. We are just in a learning process of that. So we invite everyone to join us, and this is an open source platform, and you can help us, you can contribute to developing AAPDA as your own. We are not just doing it for the sake of project, we really want to implement it. So we are also looking for academic collaboration from various renowned professors from renowned institutions, universities. Say IIT Guwahati, that's in Assam. But not only IIT Guwahati, we are looking for everyone who can help us develop this APDA. Right, Vishal?
Exactly, Saksham. It's not just our startup. It's not even a startup. It's a change. We are trying to bring a change in the society. We are trying to save more lives. We are trying to save our planet, save the wildlife, and we are very determined to implement our goals and achieve this. We don't know what holds in the future, but we are very uh, proud of ourselves that we took a path in this way where we are trying to build a change. And I again invite each one of you, even your smallest of smallest contribution matters to us, and you can join us through the open source community. You can connect to each any of us. You can connect to us through our website, and if you have any ideas, if you have any criticisms, we are always open for it. And an institution like ATL will always help us in promoting this idea of saving lives through this projects to various institution, to various professors. The more people see these videos, the more institutions see this video, it's always going to benefit not just us but the society as a whole. And that's our fundamental aim, that we are not doing just this thing just for us but for the entire community. And we really hope that we go to through the next round of ATL, and we really hope that ATL contributes in making this idea into a real life application that is working with the government to save so many resources on our planet. And we are very excited for what comes ahead. And with that, I would like to conclude our presentation, and we really thank you for watching the video. And I again remind you all to support us, and you can connect us through our website, or you can connect any of us through our LinkedIn, Gmail, phone numbers, and we are always happy to, our doors are always open for your contribution. I thank you again, and I really hope that everybody has a good day ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.